Welcome back into the Chick-fil-A Classic live from Bellevue University's Lozier Center. Today's second matchup will be between the Coyotes of Kansas Wesleyan and the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State on the men's side of things. Kansas Wesleyan last year 13-17. Previous year under the second-year head coach Derek Selvig. The Blowhawks finished 515-15. Selvig is 23-35 overall since taking over this program just 4 years ago. We're introducing starting lineups here. We'll get underway in the second game. If you missed the first one, it was an absolute doozy, especially if you're a Blue Hawks fan. Your ladies came back from down 16 points to close the gap and pull away with a win, 68-66 in the very first matchup of the Chick-fil-A Classic. I'm Jimmy Allen, coming to you live from the Lozier Center here at Bellevue University. We're going to get you through the starting lineups. We'll be back with live college basketball here from Bellevue University.
And at forward, a 6'6" junior from Newton, Kansas, number 24, Alex Littlejohn. In his 8th season, and assisted by Jordan Murdoch, Braden White, and Jagan Goddard. Now let's meet the starters for the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Houston, Texas, number 2, Jose Angule. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Sparks, Nevada, number 3, Trey Stevens. At guard, a 6'4" junior from Lethbridge, Alberta, number 5, John Evans. At forward, a 6'7" junior from Sheridan, Wyoming, number 20, Gus Wright. And at forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Reno, Nevada, number 30, Cordell Stinson. The Blue Hawks are coached by Derek Selvig in his 4th season, and he is assisted by Cameron Cusworth.
There are your starting lineups, and the Beastie Boys are blasting through the Lozier Athletic Center here at Bellevue University. I'm Jimmy Allen on the call today. First game of the season for these two teams as the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State get ready to take on the Coyotes of Kansas Wesleyan. We will have a tip-off here between two guys that are considered to be all conference in their respective conferences, but that goes out of bounds. The ball will start with Dickinson State. The inbound coming from Easton Hunter here to start the game off. Scratch that, sorry, that's John Evans for the Blue Hawks. Coral Stinson gets the ball over to Gus Wright. Wright looks inside, then comes back outside to Trey Stevens. Stevens goes under the basket, kicks one out under the hoop, nothing there, and then drive penetration gets John Evans on the look. No good to start the game off the Blue Hawks. The Coyotes advance the ball down court. We're going to take a strong look here from John Murdoch, who doesn't see anything, finds Corey Kaplan on the outside, gets the ball around to Murdoch. Murdoch kicks it back to Kaplan. Kaplan stands alone at the top of the key, gets it down and around to Easton Hunter. Hunter gets the ball back to Murdoch. Murdoch with 7 on the shot clock, drives the hoop. 5, 4, nothing there. Looking up 3, draws a travel. That will be a turnover for the Coyotes. Ball back to the Blue Hawks. Dickinson inbound here. Stevenson brings the ball up the court, gets it over to Cordell Stinson. Stinson back to Eagleblue, who turns the ball over. Back-to-back turnovers here. Advance in transition for Wesleyan. Wesleyan on a block and a miss with a rebound. Nothing there. Finally, the ball falls as Kansas Wesleyan scores their first points. Alex Littlejohn on the score there for the Coyotes. Ball back to Dickinson here. It's the Blue Hawks looking to find something to go here on the outside. They're going to move it inside. Cordell Stinson looks. It's a good. The fadeaway jumper goes. We got a tie ball game, 2-2, with 18:27 to play in the first. Kansas Wesleyan with the ball back in their hands, looking to get something to go. Back-to-back baskets here. Turnaround jumper is no good. Too strong. Dickinson back on the rebound here. Stevenson back out. Now Evans with a look. Evans takes it to lane, gets it to roll through. No, to goaltend, possibly. Count the basket. It is good on the goaltending call. That basket should be counted. There we go. Okay, it has been changed on the scoreboard. Kansas Wesleyan will advance the ball back down the court at the top of the key. Now kicks it outside to Tice. Tice looks in under the basket. Alex Littlejohn gets it over to Corey Kaplan. Kaplan back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn moves inside, outside, pulls out, fadeaway jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes back down to Kansas Wesleyan. Back out to John Murdoch. Murdoch with the ball over to Malik Marshall. It's no good. Corey Kaplan's shot misses there. And out of bounds back to Dickinson. The Blue Hawks lead this 4-2 as Evans advances the ball back up the court. Nevada native gets it over to Jose Egelberg, who almost turns the ball over. Gus Wright comes back down to Egelberg looking at the basket. There's a little bit of shove off, creates some space, looking under the rim. Great defense by Wesleyan, but it does not matter. Egelberg gets the ball to go, and it is a 6-2 ball game for the Blue Hawks. Stinson almost bet on the ball fake there and almost caused the easy basket, but Dickinson able to get back on defense. Murdoch's shot is too long. What hustle by Alex Littlejohn to come back down with the ball there by the Newton, Kansas native. He gets the ball in the hands of Trubile, but it's back to Littlejohn. Littlejohn gets the ball over to Kaplan. Kaplan gets it to go. Excuse me, Thurbo Blue with the shot there. It is 6-4 Blue Hawks. The big man takes a shot from outside, does not get it to go for Gus Wright on the shot. The Blue Hawks get the ball back. However, Trey Stevens does get the shot to fall. It's 9-4 Blue Hawks.
Blue Hawks. 3, Trey Stevens.
John Murdoch takes the shot from inside, gets it to go off the glass. No good. Rebound by Stevenson, who's going to push it up the court, pulls the ball back out, slows it down on offense here for the Blue Hawks. Trey Stevens moves inside to the top of the arc, pulls it back out at the elbow, gets it back over to Eagle Blue for the almost turnover. He was able to get a shot up and back off the back of the iron. Rebound by Kansas Wesleyan. Murdoch pushes the ball up court, gets it over to Little John. Little John back with the ball in his hands. He's backing down to the basket. Turns inside, shot up. Shot gets it to go. Timeout.
2 points, Kansas Wesleyan.
Timeout for the Blue Hawks. We got a 9-6 ball game. Dickinson State leads, 15:21 to go. You listen to the Chick-fil-A Classic live from the Lozier Center at Bellevue University. 30-second timeout here for the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State. They lead 9-6, 15:21 to go in the first period of the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic live from the Lozier Center at Bellevue University. Jimmy Allen on the call with you today from Bellevue. The Blue Hawks getting ready to inbound here. Trey Stevens has been the story of this, the start of this game so far. He's got 6 of the Blue Hawks 9. He will bring it up the court. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Dickinson State there. Looks like Alex Littlejohn got his hands on the ball there. It will come back to Dickinson State. John Evans will inbound. He will get it out to Trey Stevens. Stevens at the top of the key. Moves to the right of the elbow. Pulls back left. Open shot for 3. It rolls in and out. Rebound to Alex Littlejohn for Kansas Wesleyan. Littlejohn has the ball in his hands to the left of the key. And it's a turnover. Dickinson State comes back down with it. Cordell Stinson with the turnover there. Stevenson gets it out with a little bit of, a lot of contact there. Goes Eagle Blue who was fouled.
Number 21,
Phil Boulay has the foul for the Coyotes. He will come out of the game. John Evans with a shot up for the Blue Hawks. It is no good. Alex Littlejohn comes down with the rebound. Coyotes out in transition. Defense abound by Dickinson State. Goes to Eagle Blue with a nice block. The all-conference player on the block there. Stevenson gets it back to Boulay with an errant pass. It's going to be a turnover. Kansas Wesleyan's going to come down to it. A little bit of contact there. No call yet. There will be a call.
Come on, use the whistles on both sides of the court.
It looks like the foul is going to go against Cordell Stinson of...
Correction on the Blue Hawks, number 30.
Yeah,
Cordell Stinson.
Cordell Stinson with the foul there.
The line, shooting 2 for the Coyotes, number 2, Corey Kaplan.
Corey Kaplan shooting 2 for the Coyotes here. And that is good. His first shot up and good. Make this a 7-9 ball game.
Blue Hawks, number 12. Aiden Fischel.
Both shots are good for the Coyotes. Make it an 8-9 basketball game. Dickinson State bringing it back down court. An open shot, another look from outside for Dickinson's big man, Gus Wright, and it was no good. And looks like there's going to be a traveling violation, or charge, excuse me, they call a charge against the Coyotes against, I believe it was against Corey Kaplan. It was announced to our Dempsey, but I believe that was called against Corey Kaplan. Isaiah Hale in for Kansas Wesleyan here. Dickinson State ready to inbound. Stevenson going to take it up the court here. Trey Stevenson looking to advance past the timeline, and he does. 13:50 to go here. Dickinson State leads 9-8. Wright gives it back to Stinson. Stinson back to Stevenson. Stevenson to the line. Blocked. Nice block there by the Coyotes. Lamar Dempsey in on the block. Alex Littlejohn goes to the basket, draws some contact that will be on the floor. Call against Cordell Stinson on the reach. 13:32 to play. The Blue Hawks lead 9-8.
DC Stewart.
Inbounding for Kansas Wesleyan. John Murray gets over to the side. He's going to kick the ball in underneath to Denair Dempsey. He turns the ball over. Blue Hawks come up with it, dribbling inside. Is Aiden Fischel. Fischel kicks it out to Gus Wright. Wright gives it back to Fischel, who stands at the top of the key, moves inside, pulls up for a shot. It is good. It is 11-8. Blue Hawks 13:03 to go.
The Blue Hawks, number 15, Will Correction, number 12, Aiden Fischel.
Dribbling outside for Kansas Wesleyan is John. Is Juan Murdoch, who makes that same three-point shot, and we had 11 all bull game. Just right again from the outside, doesn't put it up. Shot passed back to Fischel, no good. Rebound, Kansas Wesleyan. Murdoch on the fast break, comes up underneath the basket, puts it up just too strong, misses it. Wright pushes it out to Evans. Evans comes back, gives it back to Wright. Wright puts up a three. He is now 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Can't find his shot right now. Wesleyan back on the fast break. Murdoch kicks out of Kaplan. Kaplan down to Littlejohn. Littlejohn backing down his guy, passes it back out to Kaplan. Kaplan just too short. Right with the rebound. Dickinson State pushes it back up court and then slows it down. Aiden Fischel takes it off to the left side of the key. Screen set by Wright. Nothing there for Fischel. Pulls it back out outside of the elbow. Fischel looking, takes a well contested three-point shot. That looks like that may have been blocked. Wright with the rebound, isn't able to get it to go. Puts another rebound, puts it back up, misses the second one. Wesleyan back on the attack here. Littlejohn back into the elbow, looking to back his man down. Goes underneath, nice pass. They're going to call it and say and one for the Coyotes. That is Denair Dempsey with his first basket of the game.
Aiden Fischel.
Aiden Fischel pulls the foul.
The line shooting one for the Coyotes. Denair Dempsey.
Denair Dempsey shooting his first. It is up. It is good. And a three-point play for the Coyotes. They lead 14-11. 11:20 to go here in the first. Aiden Fischel at the top of the key, gets the ball out to John Evans. Evans for a long three. It's good. Count it. That's a three-pointer. We got a tie ball game again. 14-14, 11:02 to go here in the first period. Caden Hale back into the game for Kansas Wesleyan. Almost turns the ball over there. Isaiah Hale with the catch on the pass there. Hale puts it up. It is no good. Rebound goes to Evans. John Evans pushes down the court and gives it to Aiden Fischel. Fischel back to Evans. Evans looking outside for DC Stewart. Stewart gives it up. Inside take there by Jaden Wright. Wright inside shoot, miss. Rebound goes down to Alex Littlejohn. Kansas Wesleyan back with the ball, pushing down court. Outside Dempsey. Dempsey spins inside. Nothing there. Goes back outside. Off the rim. Not strong enough. Rebound. Back to Dickinson. Aiden Fischel with the rebound, bringing it back up court for the Blue Hawks. Standing outside the arc, trying to make something crap and create his own shot. Nothing there. Passes it outside to Stewart. Stewart back to Fisher. Fisher looking inside to Evans. John Evans goes to the line. Nothing there. Back out to Fischel. Fischel takes it into nothing there. Evans up and good scoop layup. Count it for the Blue Hawks. Timeout called by Kansas Wesleyan. We got a 16-14 ball game. 9:56. Blue Hawks lead from Dickinson. Live from the Chick-fil-A Classic for Bellevue University. 9:56 to go here in the first period between the Dickinson State Bluehawks and the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. Bluehawks lead 16-14. Wesleyan to inbound the ball. Caden Hill with a shot, or gets the ball over, to Grant Dye, who misses. Rebound goes back to Dickinson. Aiden Fisher with the ball in his hand, looking to the left, comes back right, goes back left. Nothing there, kicks the ball back out to Jake Daniel. Daniel gets the pass off, inbound, tipped. Wesleyan on the comeback. Shot is up by Caden Hale, no good. The foul is called against Dickinson.
Fouls on Dickinson State. Number 12, Aiden Fischel. That is his first.
Aiden Fischel on the foul with his first. Caden Hale with his first free throw attempt of the game. First shot is no good. Hale will attempt his second.
Correction, that is Aiden Fischel's second foul.
Caden Hale's second shot is up, and it is good. Cuts the lead to 1. Bluehawks 16, Kansas Wesleyan 15. Dickinson State looking to move outside, comes back to the top of the elbow. Stewart gets the pass over to Stevens. Underneath is Braden Palmer with his first attempt is no good, is blocked, and then a pass outside. Too strong for Jake Daniel on the three-point attempt. Ball back to the Coyotes. Coyotes pushing the ball upfield. Isaiah Hale has the ball in his hand, looks outside for Denier Dempsey, who takes his shot. It is good. That is a three-pointer. Kansas Wesleyan takes the lead in this game, 18-16 with 8:45 to go. Stevens gets the ball over to Jaden Wright. Jaden Wright momentarily got the ball to Braden Palmer, who got it back to him. Wright looking outside, way deep past DC Stewart. Stewart, too strong. Rebound, back to Wright. Dickinson resets here. Trey Stevens with the ball in his hand, goes inside, pivots out. Nice spin shot, it is good. Pivot out pays off for Dickinson. It's 18-all with 8:17 to go here in the first period. Wesleyan brings the ball up court the whole way. Caden Hale takes it and misses an open shot, and then kicks the ball out after his own rebound to Isaiah Hale. No good. Dickinson back on the fast break. Stevenson pulls out. He goes to the line, pivots out again. Nothing there. Gets rid of it. Underneath to Braden Palmer. It's no good. His shot up just short. Rebound goes back to Wesleyan. They push it back up the court. No slowing down here today, folks. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Dempsey. Dempsey misses as well. Dickinson trying to get the ball back over half court, and they do. Trey Stevens takes the ball to the right side of the key. Gives it up, gets it right back. Goes right, wide open lane. Kicks it out to the left side of the key. Shot up, no good by Jake Daniel. Rebound goes back to Wesleyan. The ball coming back down court in the hands of Caden Hale. Caden Hale looking to give the ball up to Isaiah Hale. Hale does. Looks out to the right, gives it up again. Easton Hunter now with the ball. Caden Hale gives it up to Isaiah Hale. Hale looking left. Ball in his hand, goes back to his right, pulls back to his left. Little two-stepper, gets the roll to go. Bluehawks now trail 18-20. Coyotes lead 6:56 here to go in the first period. Dickinson gets the ball underneath the hoop. Shot up, a lot of contact. It is called. Braden Palmer will head to the line for the first time today. His team trailing 18-20, 6:46 to go here in the first period.
Number 10, Caden Hale. That is his first. The line for Bluehawks shooting 2, Braden Palmer.
Hayden Palmer shooting his first free throw. It is up. It is good. Hayden Palmer attempting his second free throw. Braden Palmer's shot is good. Count it. It's a tie ball game. 20-all with 6:46 to go here in the first period. Kansas Wesleyan with the ball. Juan Murdoch with the ball in his hands, advancing the ball past half court. Gets the ball over to Corey Kaplan. Kaplan gets the ball out to True Blue, who gets the ball back into Murdoch's hands. Murdoch to Little John backing down the defender all the way up. Gets it to go. Count the basket for the 6'6" forward from Newton, Kansas. He'll go to the line for a three-point play.
First, line shooting 1. Coyotes, Alex Soldier.
Foul called against Jose Obule. That'll be his first. Free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Obule. Dickinson back on the offensive here. Trey Stevenson with the ball, gives it to Obule. Looking outside. Jake Daniel with the ball in his hands. A lot of motion here from the Blue Hawks. Stevenson looks, nothing there. Shot from inside the three, off the front of the end, too short. Ball comes down to Kansas Wesleyan. Great effort there by Obule, trying to maybe get another possession for his offense. Defense is his forte, folks. We're going to go back to Kansas Wesleyan here. Shot up. Corey Kaplan, that is good from way outside. Count it for 3. Coyotes, 25-20, 5:50 to play here in the first half. Stevenson gets the ball back on his side of the court, gives it up to Javen Wright. Wright goes up, passes it out to Obule. Obule wide open 3, can't get it to fall. Wright with a hustle and got the rebound back. Jake Daniel underneath kicks it out to Gus Wright. Gus finally finds his shot. He is now 1 of 5 from the field, but counts it there. Brings his team within 2. 5:27 to go. Coyotes lead 25-23. A lot of ball moving here from the Coyotes. Ball in the hand of Easton Hunter. Hunter pulls it back out, gets it over to Alex Littlejohn. Littlejohn over to Murdoch. Murdoch goes right to the inside, pulls it back out. Foul called. Looks like that will go against Dickinson State against Jaden Wright. His first foul of the game.
Coming in for Blue Hawks, number 5, John Evans.
John Evans comes into the game for the Blue Hawks. Shot up, no good. Foul called against the Blue Hawks again. Will John may be going back to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 10, Jake Daniel.
Jake Daniel, I apologize.
First. Line shooting 2 for the Coyotes, number 2, Corey Kaplan.
Corey Kaplan shooting his first of 2 free throws. That is good. A 2-point ball game. Excuse me, that makes it a 4-point ball game. This one is good as well. 27-23 for the Coyotes. Press being put on by Kansas Wesleyan here is being very effective. Dickinson State struggling to get it past the time stripe. They finally do. Ball back in the hands of Jose Obule. Obule to the right side of the key, pulls back to the left, comes inside. A little bit of a push-off, doesn't get called there. Shot does not fall. Rebound to Kansas Wesleyan. Shot way outside for Easton Hunter on the other side for the Coyotes. Does not get the fall. Ball back to Dickinson State. They push the ball down court. No press this time from Kansas Wesleyan. Ball ends up in the hands of Gus Wright. Wright gives the ball back to John Evans. Evans to the inside. Pulls it out. Finds Stevens wide open. Gets the ball up. Back to Obule. Obule backing down his defender. Finds a spot in the defense. Gets through and make the basket count. 25-27. Coyotes lead. Kansas Wesleyan slows it up as Murdoch comes across half court with the ball in his hand. Looking for signs from the bench. Gets the ball over to Kaplan. Kaplan to Littlejohn. Littlejohn to the inside. Gets his defender off and gets the basket to go. Count at 29-25. Coyotes lead.
Number 24, Alex Soldier.
Obule with the ball in his hand on the left side of the key for the Blue Hawks. Going inside, pulls it out. Stop and go again. Gets the ball up. Gets it off the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound. Passes it out to Stevens. Stevens wide open 3. Gets it to fall. That gives the Blue Hawks the lead. It is a 31-29 game as Kansas Wesleyan now takes the ball back. Scratch that, is a 28-29 game. Blue Hawks still trail by 1. Pass over. There's a blocking foul against the Blue Hawks. Shot attempted by Kaplan there.
Jake Daniel, that is his second.
Jake Daniel with his second foul of the game sends Kaplan to the line.
The line shooting 2 for Kansas Wesleyan, number 2, Corey Kaplan.
Kaplan's first free throw is up, and it is good. Kaplan's second attempt, up, and it is good. Oh, it is just off the rim. I apologize. Dickinson State comes down with the rebound. They trail 28-30 with 3:09 to go here in the first period. Abule gives the ball up and then gets it right back. Looks for 3. It's not there. Fumbles the ball inside a little bit, then penetrates outside to Gus Wright. Right shot is up, and it is just off the back of the iron. Foul on the floor against, looks like Alex Littlejohn will be called for number 24. It will go back to Dickinson State.
Fouls on the Coyotes. That is his first.
Lob up top to Gus Wright. He does not come down with it. There's a scramble for the ball. It's going to be a kick ball going against. Ooh, they call it the other way. It's going to go to Kansas Wesleyan. They're going to get possession of the ball. Murdoch coming up the floor now. Set screen at the top of the key. He takes it inside. It's there. No shot. Foul on the floor. Call push off.
Fouls on the floor. The Blue Hawks for 2. Jose Boulay.
Against Boulay.
Second.
That's his second. He's going to come out of the game. He's going to be replaced by Wright.
Subbing for Blue Hawks, number 1, Jaden Wright. The line shooting 1 and 1.
A little bit of foul management going on here by the Blue Hawks, and Wright. Murdoch will be at the line shooting his first free throw. It is good. Gives a 3-point cushion to the Coyotes. 2:43 to play here in the first period. Murdoch's second shot is up, and it is good as well. 4-point basketball game, 2:43 to go here in the first period. Press is back on for the Blue Hawks. Dickinson State struggling a little bit to get back. It'll be interesting to see how they manage the rest of this game if this press stays on. Causing a ton of problems right now for Dickinson State. Foul called on Easton Hunter. That is his first.
Fouls on the Coyotes, number 5, Easton Hunter. That is his first.
Evans set to inbound for Dickinson State. He does. Gets the ball over to Stevens. Stevens gets the ball back to Stinson. Stinson to Evans. Evans looking inside. It's turned over. Kansas Wesleyan comes away with the ball. Gabe Mack into the game for the first time. He gets the steal there. Lob pass from Littlejohn. It gets it to go. A ton of excitement coming off the Kansas Wesleyan bench as Boulay gets it to go down for the alley-oop. It is 28-34. Kansas Wesleyan leads. Dickinson back with the ball. Shot is up, and it is good. Count the basket for Cordell Stinson. Mack back on the return for the Coyotes. Basket, no. Shot, no good. Push off, it looks, by John Evans of Dickinson State. That will send
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 5.
Kansas Wesleyan back to the free throw line.
The line, the Coyotes, number 21, Trobel Boulay.
Trobel Boulay shooting his first free throw attempt here. It is good. Counting that gives the Coyotes a 35-30 lead. 1:50 to play here in the first period. Boulay shooting his second. It is up. It is no good off the back of the iron. Too strong rebound comes down to Cordell Stinson of Dickinson State. The ball being pushed up the floor now by John Evans. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Trey Stevens. Scratch that. Stevens gives the ball up. It is down underneath the basket to a shooting Braden Palmer that is no good. It bounces off, rebound back to Kansas Wesleyan the other way. Wesleyan now with the ball at the top of the key. Shot by Murdoch is up. It is just short. Rebound comes back to the Stevenson right at the other end of the court. Wide open layup. It is good. Cut the lead to 3. 32-35. Coyotes lead. A minute 16 to play in the first period. The Dickinson State bench has come alive here. A ton of energy trying to get their defense into this thing. Murdoch's shot is up. It is short. Rebound comes back down to right. He is hustling all over the floor. A wide open look, and it is an errant pass. Littlejohn couldn't handle it. Kicked it out of bounds, though. That goes back to Dickinson State. The Blue Hawks will have the ball. Possibility of a kick ball there. It looks like it's not going to be. It's going to stay with Dickinson State. The Blue Hawks have the ball. 55.6 to go here in the first. A little confusion who's going to be inbounding the ball here. There's confusion between the ref, and it looks like a little bit of an over-explanation just in case. Evans didn't understand what was going on there. Stevens with the ball up court, past midcourt, gets it past the press. Evans comes down with a wide open look for right, gives it up. Stinson on the right side of the key, tries to get it inside. A little too forcefully, looks like he's going to get a push off. Now that will go against Kansas Wesleyan. Against Mack, he picks up his first foul of the game. A lot of contact under that rim. It could have went either way. Stevens inbounds to Stinson. Stinson takes it back on the right side of the key. Littlejohn on him now. Littlejohn gives a little bit of help from Boulay. Boulay kicks it out. So Evans back to Stinson. Stinson puts up the shot. Well contested. Rebound to Littlejohn, who got away with a little bit of a travel there with that walk. 24 gives it up to Murdoch. Murdoch will take it back down. There's about a half a second difference between the shot clock and game clock now. Kansas Wesleyan looks like they may hold here for the final shot. 16 seconds. Evans pushes at the top of the key. They're going to let him take it. Looks like there's 9, 8. Press comes on. He goes to the rim. Shot is up by Murdoch. No good. Way too strong. Comes back down. Dickinson comes back down with it. He stepped out of bounds. It will go back to Kansas Wesleyan. 3.3 on the clock. Coyotes lead 35-32. Looks like a late substitution coming in. Mack will come off the court for Kansas Wesleyan. Coming into the game, Corey Kaplan. 3.3 to go. Inbounds looking for Kaplan. Kaplan goes up with it. Just a little too strong. Gets his own board. Gets it to fall. Count the basket. 37-32 heading into halftime. It's a 5-point game with the Coyotes leading. This is the Chick-fil-A Classic live from the Logier Center at Bellevue University. I'm Jimmy Allen. We'll be right back with halftime coverage here at Bellevue University. Great first half there between Kansas Wesleyan and Dickinson State. The Coyotes lead 37-32 here at the Chick-fil-A Classic for Bellevue University at the Logier Athletic Center. I'm Jimmy Allen here on the call with you today. As you can see, we've got more games yet to come tonight. There's a ton of basketball being played down here in Bellevue. If you don't have anything to do this weekend, feel free to get out. Your Bellevue Bruins will take on Shadowrun State tonight at 7 o'clock here at the Lozier Athletic Center. We got games tomorrow as well. Feel free to come down. If you can't check it out here on YouTube, stop by the Athletic Center tomorrow. We will have live for you starting at 12:30. The women of Kansas Wesleyan will take on these Dickinson State Blue Hawks, as you saw earlier, in a tremendous game that ended in a 16-point comeback from the Blue Hawks on the back of Samantha Ose, who had a 20 and 18 point, 18 rebound game. Your Bellevue Women Bruins are warming up right now for their game tonight as well. They will play Shattern State tonight at 7. As Amina Hall and the crew are out taking a little pregame warm-up a little bit early. 3:14 here, Standard Central Time in Bellevue, Nebraska. It is a sunny 40 degrees now after a very cloudy, very chilly morning. It's warming up a little bit outside. That doesn't mean you can't get in to the gym tonight. There are it's been pretty packed here for an early start. The faithful from Midland were out very strong in a disappointing loss. Unfortunately, Kansas Wesleyan is very well represented today here as well. 12:28 till we're back with basketball. We're going to give you a little halftime update on this game between Kansas Wesleyan and Dickinson State. We come back here at the Chick-fil-A Classic live from Bellevue University. As you can see, both teams back out on the court for Kansas Wesleyan and Dickinson State. I'm Jimmy Allen coming from you live from Chick-fil-A Classic at Bellevue University. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in halftime. Your score, Kansas Wesleyan 37, Dickinson State 32. For the Coyotes, leading scorer is Corey Kaplan. Alex Littlejohn is the top rebounder getter. And Corey Kaplan also leads the Coyotes in assists. For the Blue Hawks, Trey Stevenson is the leading point getter with 8. John Evans has the leading rebounder with 6. And then Aiden Fischel has 2 assists to lead the Blue Hawks as well. If you're just joining us, you missed a great opening game between the Dickinson State women and the Midland Warriors. Warriors had a 16-point lead that were cut down to a tie with 2 minutes left in the game, and Dickinson State was able to pull it away. Samantha Oates pulled off a 20-18 game, 20 points, 18 rebounds for the center for Dickinson State. This one has been a game of athleticism. This game has been played at and above the rim for the duration of it. It's been very exciting. A lot of athleticism out on the court between these two teams that you're watching right now at halftime between Dickinson State and Kansas Wesleyan. We got 3 minutes, 22 seconds left of halftime. We got 20 more minutes of basketball. We're coming to you live from the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University for the Chick-fil-A Classic. Minutes to go left here at halftime to the start of the second half between Kansas Wesleyan and Dickinson State. Your score 37-32 in the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic here from Bellevue University. I'm Jimmy Allen. I'll be here with you for the remainder of the second half, calling this game between the Coyotes and the Blue Hawks. It's going to be interesting to see how the Blue Hawks come out and change their adjustment to the press. There was a lot of issue getting the ball past half court once the Coyotes turned on the press. Dickinson State obviously trailing by 5 points here. It'll be interesting to see how they adapt to this press, or even if Kansas Wesleyan keeps it on. That has been the story of the first half. How will it play out here for the remainder? We're getting ready for another 20 minutes of basketball here between the Dickinson State Blue Hawks and the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes. Alex Littlejohn ready to inbound for the Coyotes. Here we go. It's ready for a second half of basketball. Littlejohn getting set to inbound here. He does. To Juan Murdoch. Murdoch pass to the half-point line. Gets the ball over to Trey Boublé. A lot of contact there. Murdoch gets away from it, creates a little bit of space between him and the defender. However, he turns over the ball on an errant pass. Trey Stevens up the court for the Blue Hawks. He gets it over to Cordell Stinson. Stinson on the dribble, pivots inside, pivots outside, turns the ball over. Murdoch comes up with it. He's got the numbers on his side. He goes up to the hoop. It's blocked from behind by John Evans. Evans was able to get it out, but the Coyotes recover. Little John gets the ball and he gets it back over to the leading scorer, Corey Kaplan. Kaplan puts up a three off the back of the iron. There, the Wesleyan able to come down with it. Kaplan tried going back up with it and then gave it up to Little John. Too hot to handle. Wesleyan turns the ball over. It'll be Blue Hawk basketball. 9:10 to go. Trey Stevens brings up no pressure from the Coyotes. Stevens gets it up to the top of the key. Gets it over to Gus Wright. Wright loses his handle, gets it back. Back to Stevens. Stevens brings it inside, kicks it out. One more pass back to Wright. Wright wide over the top of the key. He gets it to go from three-point land. Count it. It's 35-37. Blue Hawks take it within two. 18:52 to play here in the second period. Murdoch now taking to the left side of the elbow, gets it back out to Little John. Little John looking right to Kaplan. Kaplan pulls it out, gets it back to Little John. Murdoch moves to the inside. It's not there. Little John gets a shot up. No good. Elblay with the rebound, brings it down, takes it to the length of the court. Wide open. Look at the basket. Count it for Kose Eguble. We got a tie ball game. It's 18-18 left in the second period. Game tied at 37. Dickinson State's bench is becoming alive. Way contested shot. Misses off the mark. Does Easton Hunter. Ball back to Dickinson State with a chance to take the lead here with 18 minutes to go. Stevens goes to the right side, gives it to Wright. Wright looking for Evans. Evans not there. Gives it back to Stevenson. Stevenson fakes inside, pivots off his dribble foot. Almost gave it up there. Wright gets it back to Eguble. Eguble is going to take it inside, takes it back out. Wide open shot look, but gives it up. Turns the ball over. Murdoch takes the ball back down the right side of the court. Numbers not in favor of Kansas Wesleyan. However, he puts up the shot. It doesn't matter because it counts anyway. Count the basket. It is 39-37 Coyotes. Timeout, Kansas Wesleyan. 17:34 to go here from the Chick-fil-A Classic at Bellevue University.
Kansas Wesleyan University.
Second timeout taken by the Coyotes. The interesting thing here is there was a full court press for the majority of the first half by Kansas Wesleyan. They have pulled it off here in the first 2.5 minutes, and that has led to a couple easy baskets for Dickinson State. It'll be interesting to see if they turn that back off here, and that's the reason for the timeout. Maybe get the defensive set to what they were comfortable with in the first half. Possession arrow belongs to Dickinson State right now. 17:34 to go. Blue Hawks have the ball, trailing by 2 points, 37-39, 17:34 to go here in the second period of this game. Stevens inbounds and is taking it up court. Trey Stevens, leading scorer for the Blue Hawks. He's got 8, gives it up to Gus Wright. Wright's hit a couple of key threes here. Back out to John Evans. Evans looks inside for Wright. Wright goes back up with it. It's strong enough to get it to go. Count the basket. We got a tie basketball game, 17-17 here in the second period. Murdoch gives the ball to Little John. Little John gets the ball over to Hunter. Hunter back to Little John. Hunter takes a shot at the elbow. It is no good. Too strong. Rebound Stevens. He pushes the ball up court. Can't find anybody to get to. A little bit of trouble handling. Gets the handle back on it. Looks for Wright. Wright's not there. It ends up in the hands of Stinson. Stinson back to Wright. Wright backing down the defender. Up. Oh, he loses it. They call a reach foul there on Eguble.
Coyotes, number 21. Durable Eguble.
Stevenson sets the inbound, finds Evans. Evans kicks it out. Stinson over to Eguble to Stevens back to Wright. Wright to Stinson at the left side of the three-point line. Puts up the three-pointer, contested off the back of the rim. Too strong. Great effort by Eguble, but he can't come down with it. Murdoch gets the ball. Juan Murdoch puts it past the half-point mark and then gets it over to Kaplan. Kaplan gets it back to Murdoch. Murdoch gives it up to Hunter. Hunter to the mid part of the court. Gives it back to Kaplan. Kaplan gives it to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with 11 seconds on the clock. Pushes it up, takes the shot, 7 seconds. It gets it to go. Alex Littlejohn puts it in. That gives him 10 on the day. Second Coyote to be in double figures. Evans to right now. Rightly for Eagle, he's not there. Back to Evans. No good. Way too strong. Ooh, hard foul. Eagle comes down hard underneath the basket for Dickinson State. He is fine. Is helped up by some teammates.
Foul on Kansas Wesleyan, number 12, Jude Murdoch. That is his second.
A little bit of a wet spot underneath the basket where Eagle fell.
Come on, Corey, get engaged. Let's go. Time.
Stevens ready to inbound. A little bit of joking there with the referee. Some questions coming from the Dickinson bench today. Eagle taking some a little bit of personally that little hard foul. He went there pretty hard to the rim. He couldn't get it to go though. Kaplan comes down with it. Wide open shot. Gets it to go for Easton Hunter. His first points of the game. Wide open three-point look. It is good. Coyotes lead 44-39 with 15:20 to play. Back on the other side, Dickinson gets a wide open look of their own. Counted for Cordell Stinson. Pull the game back within 2. 42-44, 15:10 to play here in the second period. June Murdoch brings it back past the half-point mark. Gets it to Kappa. Kappa gets it back to Belay. Off of Murdoch's hands, out of bounds. That ball is going to go back to Dickinson State. They trail by 2. 15 minutes exactly to go here in the second period. Aiden Fischel comes in for Dickinson State. He handles the ball and brings it up court. Dickinson's leading scorer, Trey Stevens, is going to take a spot on the bench for a few minutes here and give him a breather. Gus Wright handles here, gives it to John Evans. Evans is back. I apologize. Stevens actually out on the court. Eblake is out. Fischel is in for him. Aiden Fischel goes up with it. It is no good. He gets his own rebound, kicks it out to John Evans. Evans puts it up just short. Littlejohn comes down with it and gives it to Murdoch. June Murdoch pulls it up past the half-point mark, puts up the shot. Nope, underneath. Pass, kicks it outside. Kaplan goes, spins, inside, shot up, foul. Too strong. He gets fouled. He will get 2 shots, but does not get the basket. 44-42. Coyotes lead 14-24 to go here. I'm sorry, they're going to say Kaplan is going to get the shot. It looked like the foul was off of Littlejohn, but it will go to Kaplan.
The line for the Coyotes, number 2, Corey Kaplan.
Corey Kaplan's first shot up is good and made. Gives his team a 3-point lead with 14:24 to go.
Number 11, Denard Dempsey.
Denard Dempsey is back in. He was a physical presence for them in the first half and created some offense. It's going to be probably asked of him here in the second half as well. Kaplan's second shot up and good.
Coming for Kansas Wesleyan, number 10, Hayden Hale.
Dickinson to inbound here. The press is back on from Kansas Wesleyan. Stevenson having a little bit of trouble getting a pass. Nice kick up court to Gus Wright. Wright gets the ball back to Trey Stevens. Stevens looks over to Aiden Fischel. Fischel will slow it down here after the ball gets past the half-court mark. Evans pushes it back out to Stinson. Stinson looks at a knife. Wright gets poked away. Murdoch able to get it back. Timeout called. And it is given to Kansas Wesleyan. It is a 46-42 ball game. 13:56 to go. Coyotes lead here at the Chick-fil-A Classic live from Bellevue University. We are live from the den of Bellevue University inside of the Lozier Athletic Center. I'm Jimmy Allen. We've got the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic today between the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State and Kansas Wesleyan University. The Blue Hawks trail 42-46 with 13:56 to go as June Murdoch brings the ball up court for Kansas Wesleyan. He gives it up, gets the ball back. Short shot off the rim, rebound Gus Wright for Dickinson. Dickinson State moves the ball up court. Open look for Aiden Fischel, but he gives it up. Takes the ball underneath the hoop and is fouled.
Fouls on Kansas Wesleyan, number 11.
That foul will go against Denard Dempsey. He just came into the game, picks up his second foul of the game. John Evans will inbound for Dickinson State. He gets the ball up to Aiden Fischel. Fischel to the left, pulls it back right, gives it up to Cordell Stinson. Stinson gives it to Wright. Wright looking out to the right side, nothing there, pulls it back, gives it to Fischel. Fischel by himself at the top of the key, fumbles the ball in mid-shot, comes back down with it. Stinson gives the ball to Wright. Wright goes up with it. It is good. Count the basket. Excuse me, I apologize. That's John Evans, number 5 on the shot there for the Blue Hawks. The game was within 2. 44-46, Coyotes lead, 13:04 to go. Murdoch with the ball underneath the hoop. Gene Murdoch gives up the ball. Gets it back, gives it back up. Shot made by Caden Hale. Just his second points of the game. Fischel back with the ball for Dickinson State. Gives it up to Stevens. Stevens gives it to Stinson. Stinson to right at the top of the key. Shot up. It's good. Count it. 47-48. Wright's shot brings Dickinson State within 1 point. We got 12:32 to go. 48-47 Coyotes. June Murdoch pulls it up past half court. Looks like it needs nothing there. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Dempsey. Dempsey takes it to the rim. It is a block against Wright.
Fouls on the Blue Hawks, number 20, Gus Wright.
That's Wright's first foul of the game. Substitutions coming in for Dickinson State. Both Jaden Wright and Jake Daniel come into the game for the Blue Hawks. They trail 47-48, 12:21 to go here. A lot of spillage going on down the floor. The towels are getting a lot of work today here at the Lozier Athletic Center at Bellevue University. Coyotes set to inbound the ball. June Murdoch ready to inbound for Kansas Wesleyan. His team up 1 basket. 12:21 to play here. Looking for Dempsey, finds him, gets the ball outside, back to Murdoch on the top of the key. He takes it inside. There's nothing there. Dribbles underneath the basket, fumbles a little bit. It's going to be a travel. He picked up his foot. Great defense by Aiden Fischel. Cordell Stinson is set to inbound. Gets it to Fischel. 12:11 to go. Press back on a little bit. Jaden Wright with the ball on the right side of the court. Gives it up to a little bit of a fumble. They tried getting it to Gus Wright. Wright fumbled it, recovered the ball, gets it back. Aiden Fischel with the ball back in his hands at the top of the key. He takes the ball to the left side of the elbow, pulls it out, gives it up to Wright. Wright underneath the basket. Gets it back to Stinson. Stinson goes up strong with it. Too hard. Rebound Dempsey pushing back up the floor of the Coyotes. Murdoch with the ball in his hand on the right side of the elbow, gets rid of it, gets it back down to Dempsey. Nice spin move. Oh, can't get it to go. It pops out, and Jaden Wright comes back down with the rebound for the Blue Hawks. 11:27 to go here. Wright fumbles his own pass, comes and the Coyotes are able to come back down with it. Dempsey underneath the basket on the fast break. Count the basket. 50-47. Coyotes lead. 11:15 to go.
Coyotes number 11, so there's Dempsey.
The official signals over to his sideline that, yeah, I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. Gus Wright sets a screen for himself, gets the pass off the block, gets it back out to Fischel. Fischel double team at the top of the key, looking for an open pass. Nobody there. They're going to say one of the Coyotes touched it, though. The ball will stay with Dickinson State.
Sorry for the Coyotes.
47-55. Coyotes lead 10:55 here to go in the second period.
34, Braden Palmer.
Some late substitution, a well-deserved break for June Murdoch for the Coyotes. He comes out for the first time this game, goes to the bench. Aiden Fischel takes the open look at the basket, and Jaden Dempsey was able to Denard Dempsey was able to basically just close the gap at a moment's notice, and a nice block, pokes it away there. Ball stays with Dickinson State. Official with a wide open look out to the corner. It is good with the last second expiring off the shot clock for Jake Daniel. That ties the ball game, folks. It's 50-50 with 10:38 to go here at the Chick-fil-A Classic. Coyotes back with the ball now and seeing his first action of the day. In for the Coyotes is Chase Ferguson, who gets the ball over to Alex Littlejohn, who takes it up strong, too short. Rebound for Stinson, ball back to Dickinson State. He almost picked up his dribble there, got lucky with that one, gives it back to the official. Official open three, takes it, gets it, count it. Dickinson now has the lead, 53-50.
Number 12, Aiden Fischel.
Coyotes back on the offense here. Ferguson gives the ball to Dempsey. Dempsey gives the ball over to Hale. Hale comes up just short. Rebound to the Blue Hawks. They got a chance to put a little bit of lead on here. Goes to Eble with the rebound. He's got the ball in his hand on the left side of the court. Comes up to the top of the key. Pulls back out. Finds Stinson. Gets the ball back himself. Eble fakes a shot. Takes it inside. Goes up strong. Probably drew a little bit of contact there. No call, however. Dempsey turns the ball over to Stinson. Stinson turns the ball over. Somehow there's a foul called against Kansas Wesleyan, even though Alex Littlejohn was on the floor and not near anybody, but we'll see what they call. Call a blocking foul, so it must have happened before he went down to the ground. Dickinson now leads 53-50. 53-50, 9:33 to go here in the second period. We got another timeout called here on the floor right now. Your top two scorers are Corey Kaplan with 12 points for Kansas Wesleyan and Gus Wright with 11. Good to see Gus getting his game right. He came out 0 for 5 from the field to start this game and has since then hit a couple big shots specifically from behind the arc. Got a lot of basketball left to play here, folks. 9:33, two fantastic games to start off this Chick-fil-A Classic. 9:33 to go here in the second period of this one, with Dickinson State pulling back in front after trailing for the majority of the first period. They lead 53-50. It's been some a lot of physicality going on, a lot of fought after balls, a lot of guys falling to the ground here in this one. These two teams are coming out with something to prove out of the gate in their very first games. It's 53-50. Dickinson State leads Kansas Wesleyan. We're in a timeout here at the Chick-fil-A Classic from Bellevue University. .9:33 to go here in the second half of this one. Dickinson State ready to inbound the ball. Jake Daniel set to inbound the pass. They lead 53-50 over Kansas Wesleyan. Daniel has the ball. He's looking set to inbound. Aiden Fischel gets it to the left side of the key, takes it to the top, floats over to the right side of the right side. Kaplan on him. Goes to Eblo now, takes it inside the elbow. He gets fouled.
Fouls on the Coyotes, number 13, Isaiah.
Isaiah Kale picks up his first foul on the reach there. Fischel takes the ball inbound, and then he gets the ball back at the outside mark, takes it up the top of the key, dribbles inside. Lots of traffic, gives it up to Eble. Eble surrounded by a ton of Coyotes. Somehow gets that pass out to Daniel, who gets the shot off and draws the contact from Dempsey. Jake Daniel will shoot three with 9:02 here to give his chance to give his team a 6-point lead.
Dempsey, that is his third. Shooting 3 shots. Number 10, Jake Daniel.
Jake Daniel attempting his first of 3 free throws here. It is up. It's good. 54-50. Blue Hawks lead. 9:02 to go. Daniel's second shot gets it to go. Count the basket. 55-50. Blue Hawks lead. Some substitutions coming here. Dempsey goes out. Littlejohn comes back into the game. June Murdoch, also the point guard for the Coyotes, back in as well. After about 11 seconds of rest, Cordell Stinson is ready to come back in after this basket as well.
So they have the Blue Hawks number 30, Cordell Stinson.
June Murdoch takes the ball up court for the Coyotes. His team down 6 points since he came off the floor. They had the lead by 2 when he went to the bench. Let's see if he can create some offense to get this team back in it. He takes it to the rim. That is off of Eble, which means he'll stay with the Coyotes. 8:49 to play, 18 to go on the shot clock. Murdoch set to inbound. He breaks, gets the ball to Kaplan. Kaplan puts it up. It's good. Count it. Shooters back on the floor for the Coyotes. 52-56, 8:43 to play here at the Chick-fil-A Classic. Aiden Fischel to Eble. Eble kicks it out to Evans. Evans, a little bit of a hot handle there, gets the ball back. Stinson now on Littlejohn. Littlejohn backs off him. Stinson takes it, makes the basket with a fadeaway shot. Make it 58-52. Blue Hawks, 8:22 to go. Murdoch with the ball back in his hands, pushes it up court. Screen set at the top. Doesn't take advantage of the shot. Pulls it back underneath, gives it to Alex Littlejohn. Littlejohn backing down Stinson. Ball poked away. It is going to stay. It is going to stay with the Coyotes. 8:11 to play here in this one. Murdoch set to inbound for Kansas Wesleyan. He breaks out of it. Foul on the baseline. Foul will go against John Evans for a push. Murdoch breaks again, looking for Kaplan. Kaplan's not there. He gets it to Littlejohn. Littlejohn looking to give it back, but takes his own shot. The sky hook goes. Make it 54-58. Coyotes trailing with 8:04 to go. Aiden Fischel brings it out. He finds Braden Palmer. Braden gives it up to John Evans, or excuse me, to John Evans. Evans, Eble gets it to roll in. Make it 60-54. Blue Hawks lead with 7:41 to go. Murdoch brings it back down court by himself at the top of the key, gives up Littlejohn. Littlejohn to Kaplan. Kaplan gives it up back to Murdoch. Murdoch, long three-pointer off the rim. Rebound, Stinson brings it down. Blue Hawk basketball. Aiden Fischel slows it up. Brings it up court for the first time. Easton Hunter takes the press at the top of the mark. Eble with a nice block there. He's going to give it up Murdoch. Murdoch does not have the numbers. He goes up with it anyway. Draws the foul, count the basket, and one. Brings the Coyotes within 4 with a 3-point play here. Heading to the charity stripe is June Murdoch.
Blue Hawks, number 34, Braden Palmer.
Foul will go against Braden Palmer, and he will head to the bench.
This is first.
That brings Gus right back into the game, the Blue Hawks leading scorer in inside presence. Murdoch's free throw up, good, count it. 57-60, Coyotes lead. Press is back on for Kansas Wesleyan. We've seen this in the whole first half. They kind of pulled out of it, gave up their lead, and now it is back on. We will see how Dickinson State handles it. They handle it just fine, folks. Jose Eble puts it up. It's good, 63-57, 6:52 to go. June Murdoch pulls it back past half court as a Dickinson player just ran on the court and grabbed the basket, but that's all right. But nice shot put up, and he gets it to go. Easton Hunter with the basket there. 59-63, Blue Hawks lead.
Easton Hunter.
Good look there. Right, gets it stripped away by Murdoch. Murdoch pushes it down court. He's going to have to pull out. Numbers aren't there, and he does. Looks for a wide open, in and out for Hunter. It was a good look, and it just did not fall. 6:14 to go. Stinson now a lot of pressure here. The pace has picked up in this one. Great look at the basket. Well contested shot, though. Right went up and is fouled.
Fouls on the Coyotes, number 24, Alex Littlejohn.
Alex Littlejohn on the foul.
Littlejohn's
His second foul of the game.
shooting 2. Gus Wright.
Wright's first attempt is up. It's good. 64-59, 6:08 to play here in the second period.
14.
Gabe Mack now enters the game for the Coyotes. Gus Wright's second shot is up, and it is good. Count it. 66-59, 6:08 to play. Blue Hawks lead. Murdoch to the right side of the key, gives it back, gets it back himself, takes it up, scoop. Layup not good. Foul on Eblay for Dickinson State. 5:54 to go. 59-65. Blue Hawks lead. Jose Eblay picking up his third foul of the game. June Murdoch shooting his first free throw. Shots up. Shots good. 5-point game. One more free throw to come from Murdoch. Murdoch's shot is up. Rolls in and out. Stinson with the rebound. Pulls it down. Trey Stevens back into the game for the Blue Hawks. He stands to the right side of the key. Looks for Evans. He's not there. Gives it back. Evans gets free. Gets the ball in his hands. Murdoch putting the pressure on him. Almost pokes away. Evans is able to recover. Gets it back to Stevens. Stevens looking to create his own shot here. It's not there. He takes a way outside three. Back off the back iron. Rebound to Mack. Mack pushes downfield. Finds Murdoch on the right side. He pushes into the middle of the lane. Nice find. Dish and give for the Coyotes. Turtle Dude with his third basket of the game there. 5:10 to go. Blue Hawks lead 65-62. A lot of traffic underneath the basket there. Gabe Mack pulls up his second foul of the game, which will send Eblay to the line to shoot two.
At the charity stripe, Blue Hawks, number 2.
Goes Eblay shooting his
Boulay shooting 1-1.
1-1 here. 5:07 to go. His team leads by 3. This one has got to count. And it rims out. Boulay comes down with the rebound. Mack takes the ball up court. Ooh. Drug his foot there, but they did not call it. It ends up in the hands of Alex Littlejohn. Littlejohn pivots in and out, finds Eblay underneath. It's good. Boulay gets his basket underneath on the second possession. 64-65. We got a 1-point ball game, folks. 4:44 to go here in the second half. Stevens travels inside, pulls it out, finds Stinson. Stinson looks left. Something happened there. I'm not sure what. John Evans had the ball. Looks like he was fouled by June Murdoch. That's his third. He's going to come. He's not going to come out of the game. He's going to walk over to his coach and figure out what's going on here. He's been the offensive spark for this Coyotes team. They're down 1 point. John Evans is ready to shoot a 1-1 here for the Blue Hawks. Evans stares at the basket. His first shot is up. It's good. 66-64. Dickinson leads by 2. 4:36 to play here in the second half. Evans' second shot up, and it is good as well. Make it a 3-point game. Coyotes trail 67-64, 4:36 to go as Alex Littlejohn gets ready to inbound this pass. Gets it to Mack. Mack takes up the right side. The press is on from Dickinson State. Mack is able to beat it, finds a Murdoch on the wing, wide open, doesn't take the shot, dribbles into traffic, gets it to roll in and out. The basket is no good. Dickinson State comes back down with it. The ball back into the hands of Aiden Fischel. Fischel gets past the half-court mark, and it's guarded by Mack. Pulls up, gives it to John Evans. Evans on the right side of the wing comes inside underneath the basket into some traffic. Gets it out to Gus. Right looks for Stevens. Finds him. He's there. Gets it back to Evans. Evans back to Stevens. Stevens one-on-one with Boulay. And Boulay, oh no, I'm sorry, it's a foul. It's a travel. Stevens picked up the ball.
Traveling violation. on the Blue Hawks.
4 minutes to go, a 3-point basketball game in the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic here. Ready to inbound as Little John. Little John gets it to Boulay. Boulay back to Little John. Little John gets past the half-court mark, puts the pressure on. He's by himself. The basket. Oh, he gets poked away from behind. He gets to Boulay. Boulay gets it to go. 66-67, 1-point basketball game, 3:49 to go. Dickinson State brings the ball back up court. Aiden Fischel looking for the signal from his bench. He gets it, calls the play out, goes to the right side of the court. Nothing there. Now he's double teamed, almost gets the ball poked away, hangs onto it, dribbles inside into traffic, gets it up and does not go down. That ball is off of Little John. It will stay with the Blue Hawks. 3:31 to go. We got a 1-point basketball game. Blue Hawks lead 67-66, and they will have the ball. Gus Wright comes out of the game. That brings in Braden Palmer. Aiden Fischel up the top of the key, gets the ball back from Stinson. Looks over at Stinson, doesn't give it to him, dribbles out. One-on-one with Boulay, gives it up to Stinson. And Stinson backdrop three, count it. The basket is good. That gives the Blue Hawks a 4-point lead, 70-66. 3:08 to go here in the second period. Murdoch brings it up to Little John. Little John gives it to Mack. Mack brings it inside, finds Murdoch on the wing. Murdoch drives inside, finds Little John. Little John top of the key. Three-pointer is good. It's a 1-point game, 2:56 to go. Timeout, Kansas Wesleyan. 2:56 to go here from the Chick-fil-A Classic, live from Bellevue University. This is a full timeout from Kansas Wesleyan. They trail by 1 point. It is 2:56 to go left in the second period here. This has been a good one, folks. Alex Littlejohn is the leading scorer for Kansas Wesleyan. He's got 15 on the day. Gus Wright is still the leading scorer for Dickinson State. He's got 13 points. Alex Littlejohn also leads the Blue Hawks in rebounds with 10, so he's got himself a double-double today. Over on the Dickinson side of things, John Evans has 7 rebounds, and Aiden Fischel leads Dickinson with 4 assists. We've got 2:56 left to play here in the second half, as the Coyotes come out of their timeout. And Dickinson State is ready to inbounds here. It looks like Eblay will inbound to Fischel. And the press looks to be back on as Stevens comes back over to help assist as well. And they have a triangle trap going in the corner and a pin down. But Dickinson State able to get out of it. Fischel pushes it back up court to Eblay. Eblay is wide open for 3, doesn't take it, pulls out, gives it to Stevens. Stevens calls out the play, gives it to Fischel. Fischel back to Evans. Evans at the top of the key, gives it up to Stevens. Stevens dribbling, takes it inside, looks outside. Great no-look pass. Just a short shot there for Aiden Fischel. Just comes up a little short. Murdoch with the rebound. Jude Murdoch pushes the ball past half court. We got 2:24 to play in a 1-point game. Murdoch takes it inside, nothing there. Looks outside for Mack. Mack pushing for Boulay. Boulay gets underneath the basket. No pass there. Down to Little John. Little John with the ball in his hands on the left side of the key. Mack wide open 3. Way outside, though. Comes up just short. Eblay with the rebound. Pulls it down. Stevens holds the ball with the 1-point lead, nursing with 2 minutes to go. Stevens pivots outside, gives it to Eblay. Eblay looks back to Stevens on the left side of the key. No basket presence there now for Dickinson. They clear the floor and circle out. Stevens looks inside for the shot. It's not there. He pivots out wide open. It's good. Count it. 72-69, 1:42 to go. 3-point game in the final minutes here of the Chick-fil-A Classic second game. June Murdoch with the ball in his hands now. His Coyotes down 3. Easton Hunter gives it over to Alex Littlejohn. Littlejohn pivots in and out. Finds Boulay. Boulay by himself underneath the basket. Pivots in and out to Murdoch. Murdoch takes that shot. Just rims out. Rebound to Evans. Evans gives up to Stevens. 1:13 to go. 3-point lead for Dickinson State as they bring the basketball up the court. Stevens down to the left side of the key. Gives it up to Eblay. Eblay looks inside. That's going to be a charge. Jude Murdoch draws the foul there. That was the right call.
2, Jose Ule. That is his 4th.
Uble's 4th foul of the game. We're going to have to watch that.
Coming in for the Coyotes, number 2, Corey Kaplan.
Corey Kaplan back into the game, who was the leading scorer for Kansas Wesleyan in the first half of this game. They're going to need a basket from somebody here in the next minute. Exactly 1 minute to play. They're down 3 points. Look for Kaplan to get the ball off a ball screen here. This is a tight game. There's a lot of people standing here and watch the end of this one, folks. Another sweaty mess picked up by the referees today. They're earning their keep today here at the Chick-fil-A Classic. All right. Lil John set to inbound the ball. 1 minute left, down 3. Kaplan with the ball on the inbounds. Back to Murdoch. Press is pulled off by Dickinson State. Murdoch gets past the half-point line. He stands at the top of the key, pivots to the right, finds Kaplan. Kaplan back to Lil John. Lil John passes back and then gets the ball immediately back to him underneath the hoop. Down 3, they take the 2-pointer. 41.7 to go. We've got a 1-point game. Coyotes trail.
Full timeout. Kansas Wesleyan University.
Full timeout called by the Coyotes as they get back on defense, trailing by 1. 41.7 to go. Dickinson State is going to have to draw up something to maybe put the game away here at the Chick-fil-A Classic. Live from Bellevue University. .7 seconds to go here in the second period of the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic. I'm Jimmy Allen, broadcasting live from Bellevue University. We've got a barn burner here, folks. The Blue Hawks of Dickinson State lead 72-71 over the Coyotes of Kansas Wesleyan. And here we go. John Evans set to inbound the ball for Dickinson State. He does so to Trey Stevens. Stevens, 40.1 seconds left on the clock. He brings it up court past the halfway mark at 36 seconds exactly. Kansas Wesleyan choosing to just put man pressure on here, not necessarily push the effort on defense and let them make their own mistake. Little John on Stinson. Stinson gets it back to Stevens. Stevens pulls it out to Stinson. 7 seconds on the shot clock. A 10-second differential between the game. Turnover to steal by Little John. What a play. 11 seconds to go. Gets the timeout. 11.2 seconds to go. Alex Littlejohn, who is got himself a double-double today. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Just pulls the biggest play of the game and gets a steal for the Coyotes. 11.2 seconds to go, a 1-point game here. We saw the press work all first half for Kansas Wesleyan. They pulled it off here in the second. It allowed Dickinson State to get back in this game. They put it on there at the end of that possession, and they get the turnover off of it. Will it equate to a win? We will see. We've got 11.2 left to play here in this one. It has been a fantastic game. Full timeout here for the Coyotes. I mean, when you look at the way this game is developed, Alex Littlejohn obviously gets the steal there for you. He's your leading scorer. But for the majority of this game, he wasn't the go-to guy at the beginning of this. Corey Kaplan was the senior from Merritt Island, Florida. We'll see if he gets the ball in his hands here or if they let Alex Littlejohn maybe finish the game. The Newton, Kansas native at 6'6", maybe a basket underneath the shot underneath the basket. We will see here. 11.2 seconds to go as the Blue Hawks take the court, followed by the Coyotes. Looks like Easton Hunter will inbound for Kansas Wesleyan. 11.2 to go here. Evans ready to inbound. Finds Murdoch. Murdoch can't handle it. There's a scramble for the ball. It looks like the Blue Hawks have it. It's a jump ball. The possession arrow to Dickinson State. 7.5 seconds to go.
Jump ball.
And Dickinson State Officially, okay, it is going to go to Dickinson State. Timeout for the Blue Hawks. 7.5 seconds to go here. Kansas Wesleyan is going to have to foul very quickly to try to get the ball back to win this game, but it looks like Dickinson State, after a full timeout, will have the ball. 7.5 seconds. I'm Jimmy Allen. We're live from Bellevue University for the Chick-fil-A Classic. We'll be right back. All right, folks, here we go. 7.5 seconds to go. Dickinson State set to inbound. The Coyotes of Kansas Wesleyan already out there ready to meet them on the court. There's going to be a quick foul here by the Coyotes. If you're Dickinson State, you got to try to maybe get a baseball pass here to separate, get a little more time off. There should be a no errant passes here. Just get separation, get the ball into somebody's hands, try to take off as much time as you can. Stinson does the baseball pass and is able to get to Evans. Evans is able to dribble it out. He's got fouled at 4.2 seconds. A whole 3 seconds taken off the clock there. That's about as good of a situation as you could have hoped for without actually running the game out.
Fouls on Kansas Wesleyan for 12. June Murdoch.
Foul officially comes in on June Murdoch. His fourth foul of the game. Evans will shoot 2.
The Blue Hawks shooting 2. John Evans.
10 fouls total on the Coyotes today. Evans puts up the first shot. Ooh, it just rims out. That means a two-pointer can at least tie this. If he misses this, a shot to win the game on the line. Stinson, the only Blue Hawk underneath the basket for a possible rebound. Boulay and Littlejohn immediately under the basket for the Coyotes. The basket is good by Evans. It's a 2-point game, 4.2 seconds to go. Kaplan gets the ball, 3-2. Fumbles it out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Kaplan. That's going to go back to Dickinson State with 0.8 seconds left on the game. Eblay going to inbound here for Dickinson State. He can't find anybody down there. Evans again gets open, and that is the ball game. Dickinson State 2-0 between the men and the women's teams here at the Chick-fil-A Classic from Bellevue University. Your final 73-71 of the second game of the Chick-fil-A Classic. I've been Jimmy Allen. You're going to get a turnover to the Bellevue women's basketball team here coming up next in their matchup. Thanks for listening here on YouTube.
73.